in facing down a threat to decency and humanity. What is at stake is more than one small country. It is a big idea, a new world order, where diverse nations are drawn together in common cause to achieve the universal aspirations of mankind. Peace. It is a big idea, a new world order, where diverse nations are drawn together in common cause, is more than a country. It is a big idea, a new world order, where diverse nations are drawn together in common cause to achieve the universal aspirations of mankind, peace and security. It is a big idea, a new world order. It is a big idea, a new world order, where diverse nations are drawn together in common cause.
In conspiracy theories, well, The Great Reset is actually the name of a book by a very prominent advocate of it. His name is Klaus Schwab. He sent me a copy. I guess he sent one to probably every government leader around the world. And Klaus Schwab's thesis in his book is that governments and societies, the world, should, quote, seize the opportunity of the public health and economic crisis to reimagine the world and radically change policies. Now, in what ways? I would describe it as a grab bag of left-wing ideas for less freedom and more government, for more government intervention, for policies that would, I think, create massive poverty, particularly energy policies that he is advocating. So Klaus Schwab, by the way, is the president and founder of the World Economic Forum, also known as the Davos Summit. I call it the biggest gathering of global hypocrites in history. It's a little ski village in Switzerland, and every, I think, February, a couple of thousand super rich people, a lot of billionaires, millionaires, global CEOs, and politicians fly into Davos, with hundreds of private airplanes. They go into Switzerland, and they spend a week basically lecturing the rest of the world, including especially working women and men, about how they should reduce their carbon footprint. The hypocrisy in that crowd is so thick you can't even cut it with a knife. And so, no, I'm not...
Independent kingdoms of Israel and Judah were in terminal decline. As a result, the history of the Jewish people soon came to be defined by the carousel of foreign empires that took turns conquering and subsequently ruling the ancestral Hebrew homeland. First came the Assyrians, then the Babylonians, then the Persians, who ruled the Jews with a reasonably fair and light hand. Finally, in 332 BC, the Macedonian phalanxes of Alexander would steamroll the Achaemenid Empire out of existence, establishing Classical Greek as the dominant language and culture of the Near East. It is here that the Jewish people became subjects of the Greek world. When Alexander died, his massive Macedonian empire fractured into several monarchies, ruled by his closest comrades and later their descendants. The so-called Diadochi kingdoms were constantly at war with one another, and the region of Judea, being situated in the borderland between the Ptolemies of Egypt and Seleucids of Syria, became a battleground where the two Macedonian dynasties jockeyed for power and influence. Despite this, life remained fairly peaceful for the Hebrews. The Hellenistic Antiochus's mood turned wrathful when he found out that his subjects in Jerusalem had rebelled. He stormed Jerusalem with his army, slaying the supporters of Jason and reinstating his puppet Menelaus as high priest. He then left Apollonius in charge of subduing the city, who accomplished his job by dismantling the walls of Jerusalem and building a fort named Acra on the nearby hill of Ophel, so everyone could gaze upwards and see the symbol of King Antiochus's power. Rather than leaving good enough alone, Antiochus began to actively exterminate Judaism, forbidding the people of Judea from observing the Sabbath, circumcising their sons, or performing other rituals. He had the Holy Temple in Jerusalem converted into a temple of Zeus, within which he personally spilled the blood of a pig, a deeply sacrilegious ritual to the Judaic faith. The king declared that the Jewish people should begin worshipping the Greek gods. Hellenized Jews accepted these changes, but many others did not, resolving instead to fight. It is here that the Maccabees enter our story.
Now, this is not the first time that this New World Order, this big idea, happened in history. Antiochus, the Maccabean, was a descendant of the children of Esau. When you go into the Maccabees, let's see, Maccabees chapter 5 verse 3, it says, then Judas fought against the children of Esau. See, this is who the Greeks was. They was the children of Esau. And the whole battle was that these Edomites wanted a new world order. They wanted to rule the whole world. See, they was fighting against each other for rulership, but they was all ruling. See, there was kings fighting amongst each other. That's why in Revelation 6 and 4 it say they shall kill one another. They was given a great sword. They was given rulership to take peace from the earth. So when you go to Maccabees chapter 5 verse 3, it identifies who they are. And even in Maccabees chapter 5, they was trying to unite all people. Look at what it said here. Let's get 5, and let's see here. 9, well, is it 9, 5, and I'm going to go with 10. It says, and sent letters unto Judas and his brethren, the heathen that are round about us are assembled together against us to destroy us. See, they had assembled together with other people. Where is it? Let me do 9. It say, then the heathen that were at Gilead assembled themselves together against the Israelites. Now, not only that, you see, they know in history that they was fighting against each other and that they was trying to come against the Israelites that was rebelling against them, taking over their land and forcing them to worship their gods. Look at what it says in 1 Maccabees chapter 1. It says, verse 41, it says, moreover, the king Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all shall be one people. So he was trying to take over. It says, verse 42, and everyone shall leave his laws, so all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. 43, yeah, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion. So that you had Judas Maccabees and his brethren fighting against their own people because they was consenting to the religion of the Greeks, of the children of Esau. So when you go to 2 Maccabees chapter 6, it shows you how serious it was. It says, this 2 Maccabees 6 and 1, not long after this, the king sent an old man of Athens to compel the Jews to depart from the laws of their fathers and not to live after the laws of God. Verse 6 of Second Maccabees 6:6. Neither was it lawful for a man to keep Sabbath days or ancient feasts or profess himself at all to be a Jew. See, they was trying to stamp out the history of the Israelites. They was trying to stamp out the Israelites' culture. And good night. This spells out their whole operation. First Maccabees 1:36, it say, for it was a place to lie in wait against the sanctuary, and an evil adversary to Israel. See, that evil adversary goes for Satan. Satan means adversary. So in Revelation 12, that's who it was talking about. But the the children of Esau has two major books dedicated to them, Obadiah and Habakkuk. Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 5, it says, he also also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarged his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heap unto him all people. So this is what they do. See, they battle each other, and they fight for rulership over the world. They want all nations and all kingdom to be under their rulership. And so this is the big idea. That's not old, not new. It's not a new world order. It's them trying to make it I would say, a more harsh world order that they already have, because they've been having this since the Greeks. But like Revelation 20, they was taken out of power for 1,000 years. But the Renaissance time, the rebirth, that's when they came back into power in 1492. And so this situation is old. It's something that the Edomites been doing, the children of Esau, trying to rule the world and have the world under their control, obeying their laws. See, everybody had to leave their own laws and follow after the Edomites. And so this is the situation where it's coming on to, this big idea, this new world order, this global reset. See, this great reset is what they're trying to do. They're trying to go back to their ancient ways, where they have all the power and rule. But lamentation, let's see here, Lamentation chapter 4 verse 22, it say, the punishment of your iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. So when the Israelites is having a great awakening, and they're realizing who they are, and it was prophesied that they was going to do that at the end of their captivity. And Joel said he's going to return the captivity, and they was going to go back to the homeland. They was going to have an awakening, like Ezekiel 37 says, and they was going to go back to the homeland. So now it says he will know, in Lamentations 4:22, he will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit your iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover your sins. So now these children of Esau, the Edomites, these Greco-Roman individuals, descendants, they have to go into captivity. See, it's time for them to come out of rulership. They will no more have a world order. They will no more have a world power. See, their kingdom is over. Now, when you go into Second Ezra chapter 6, verse 9, it says, "For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth." See, now the 12 tribes is going to have the rulership of the world. It's not going to be the children of Israel anymore. They are the end of the world, and them trying to accomplish this big idea, great reset, new world order, that is going to be the end of their kingdom. You see, because it's going according to prophecy. Them trying to make a new kind of hard bondage of slavery on the people. And what is in Job, he say when they have their food in their mouth while they eating, he's gonna, let me get that. I'll end it on that. Job 20. Now Job is another book that was dedicated to the Edomites. It says, verse 20 and 23, it says, "When he is about to fill his belly, God shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating." See, that rain is going to be that iron weapon in 24 and 25. It talks about an iron weapon, a steel bow. That's going to be the nuclear missiles coming to destroy the foundation of their kingdom, which is Babylon the Great, America, while they are trying to institute this global reset, this great reset, new world order, hard bondage of slavery on the people. That's when them nuclear missiles is going to start raining on their foundation and crippling their kingdom. That's the pale horse in Revelation 6. See, that pale horse is going to be when they try to institute their new world order and kill people with hunger, to try to force them to submit and consent to their rule. God is going to cast them nuclear missiles on them. So I'm going to leave it there. All praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kakadash. Double honors to the elders pushing the truth. Peace to the elect worldwide. Our kingdom is at hand. Shalom.